Hey, good afternoon, YouTube. This is Charles. I'm here to explain a little bit about meal prep. I have a bunch of high school students that ask me a lot of questions all the time, and I find that it's repetitive. I'm saying the same things over and over and over again. And I'm trying to simplify the process by just showing them some of the things that I do. So for all my students and all my athletes that I work with, this is my first video, so bear with me. I've never done this before. Thanks to my wife and my 13-year-old son, I might actually get this right. So the reason we're here today, I have a bunch of things out here in front that we're going to discuss, and this is the things I use for meal prep. As my wife just advised me, I'm not endorsing anyone's product or anything. It's just what I use on my daily basis to execute my meal prep and to keep going. So without further ado, some of my students asked about I always bring my food together, and how do I keep it cold, and do I, when I'm on trips, all this stuff, and how do I maintain my food? So, and it's difficult to have a busy life, and we have 3 kids, and we're out doing a lot of stuff. So we use IsoPrep, so IsoPrep bags. So this little one right here, this is a little IsoPrep bag that I've been using. My wife's going to start using this now, but this is all it is it holds generally 2 meals. You could do 3, but without an ice pack in there. It has pockets on the sides for shakes and water and all that stuff that attaches to it. And it also has, like, for your utensils and toothpicks and things like that, comes up in here. So this was a good bag for a real small meal setup, maybe for like an on-the-go snack, or you're going to go and just do 1 or 2 meals at school. That was a small one. This is the one I usually use. This is the one I'm going to be using more frequently. This is a IsoPrep larger bag. This one holds 6 meals for me, and it has extra pockets as well as insulated holders. You don't need these things, but this is what I use. So on the top, it also has a place for additional food storages and utensils and things like that. You can use your odds and ends, whatever you need for your meals, like your dressings and stuff like that, if you're going to separate. This one also has, here in the front, so if you can see in here, you have a pocket on this side for food prep, a pocket on this side. In the center, this is removable, but this is for the ice packs. They're specifically designed for this. There's ice pack on hole for this side and on this side. So these allow you to put 3 separate ice packs in there, and then I can have 3 to 4 meals high on each side. So I can have fairly like a meat, carbs, and vegetables, and I can keep them separate if need be. And then I have the insulated containers for my shakes and hot or cold beverages as well. So I use these. This, if you buy this off of Amazon or wherever you get your food prep items, they come with IsoPrep containers. So these are the containers that they come with lids. They're in various sizes. These are the smalls and really smalls. These are the larger ones. I use these big ones for salads. They're very deep. They can hold a 3-serving salad very easily. And then they also have the larger lids. So these are good there. And then instead of just having, and then usually this, if you buy this kit or this small kit, some of these things come with it, but you can also buy extras where you can get them from Amazon or other places online, and you can get, they come packaged up, ready to go. So as these are microwave safe, and they're also dishwasher safe, so it makes cleanup and use a lot easier. So these are the IsoPrep ice packs that we use. Basically, just like this. If you're going to use it in the small bag, it goes in on the bottom of the small bag, makes it real easy. If you're using the large bag here, just open up. So the IsoPrep just goes right into the center, and then you can put one on this side, one on this side, and you have 3 layers of cooling agent. And as long as and this is a pretty good bag, I usually, mine will usually stay cold all day long, as long as it's not in the sun. If it's inside a room or something, or if I was carrying it around, it'll stay cold all day long, as long as it's not in direct sunlight. It takes a while. All right, so these are the things that we use to carry and bring and use our food, or have our food with us at all times. But that's not the only things you're going to need. So you're going to need some sort of way of prepping and cooking all your foods. So I mentioned shakes. I make a lot of shakes. I use a NutriBullet myself. Just little things, not too expensive, 50, 80 bucks, something like that. And it comes with 2 of these, and it's got different bottoms, and you can use these. But this right here, so if you make this, you fill it up, it actually is 1 full shake. Now you at that times when I'm in cutting, when I'm trying to cut down, I'll make this 1 full shake into 2 shakes, and I double the protein up on it. But this is a simple, easy way to do it, and usually within a few minutes in the morning, I've already made my either post-workout shake or my afternoon shake or a in-between meal shake. So I just have some food. We'll cover in another video about the importance of nutrients and having your macros when you need them, time interval, time sensitive eating. You're going to need a bunch of these, especially with shakes. These are just a regular old shaker bottle. It could be any brand. It's just a shaker ball. This is used to help break up the protein and the items that are inside of your shakes. To just keep them separated so it doesn't clump or anything. It makes it easier. Next thing I got here, food scale. These are pretty inexpensive. You can get these anywhere. I think we bought this at Target. This is nothing. Cool thing about it though is one touch and it turns on. Obviously it turns on. So what you do is you set it down, and if I was going to weigh my food, so it zeroes itself out. This thing will set itself up. So it zeroes it out. If you go to put a container on there, it'll have a weight. And then you don't want to wait because you want to only weigh your food. So you just push the button again and it'll re-zero itself with the container on. So then when you add your proteins or your carbs or whatever it is, you're getting an accurate measurement. So if you have a multiple things, so say I'm going to put protein, carbs, and salad or some vegetable in there, I'll put in my proteins, and normally I do like 5 ounces of chicken. So per meal, so I put 5 ounces of chicken, it'll show 5 ounces, and then I zero it out again. Then I put in my carbohydrates, then I zero it out again, then I put in my vegetables, and I'll zero it out again, and that's my entire meal. So whatever it requires for me to have. So anyways, food scale, made by anybody, you just need an appropriate food scale. And then one more thing that we should talk, or another thing we should talk about would be, how do I cook large quantities of food really fast and I don't have to sit here and slave over the stove? So the best thing I got, let me move this stuff out of the way. We've tried numerous things, my wife and I, and what we found that works best is this little IsoPrep Bubba here. So the Instapot, excuse me. So this Instapot, anybody Instapot, you can get several sizes and all that. They come in multiple sizes, but this is a pressure cooker. So basically I can take, and it comes with, so it's the mechanism itself, this one has a 5-quart pot. I have a 6-quart one as well for larger meals. And then it has just a raised tray. You can see this, it raises it up because it requires liquids to cook with a pressure cooker. So you need a raised tray. And then it's got a top with 2 seals on it. I'll read the directions on how to use it, and that works well. So this right here though, I can set in as much chicken as I can fill it with, all the way up to the top, as long as I have my appropriate liquids down there. And in 13 minutes, I have chicken. What's really great about this is if I forgot to thaw out my food, I have an 8-pound roaster. I can take that entire frozen bird, stick it in here, put my seasonings on top of it, put all my liquids in there, close it, and it has a setting. You just got to read the book. And in the book it has a setting, it's like 40 minutes or so, or 45 minutes. And I have a completely cooked through bird. It was rock solid when I put it in, so this is perfect. And it's a set it and forget it mindset. So you set it from the temperature things here that'll tell you what to set, how to set it, put it in there, put your liquids, put your seasonings, cap it, close it, and walk away. And when you come back, it will have already been cooked. It even turns itself onto a warmer and maintains your food in a warming process. So these are the things I generally use for my meal preps. The only thing I would add is water. You can't carry enough of this. I'll talk a lot of videos. I'll do a couple of videos about hydration, but this, getting a bottle that you can easily carry around, that blocks the UV rays, it doesn't have BPs that leach into the water itself, is a good thing. And I try to stick to a 32-ounce bottle, because a 32 ounce, so I need at least 1 gallon of water daily, so 4 of these is 1 gallon. So I'll drink one between now and 10, one between from 10 and 2, from 2 and 1700, and from 1700 to about 2000. I try to drink at least one each interval of time, and it helps out. Other than that, well, you probably will need a measuring cup, just so that you can measure out your fluids and all that as you're pouring it in there. Other than that, that should conclude today with our meal prep. If you have any questions, please just let me know. See me in school, or if this is on a YouTube video, I forget how my son's going to put this together, just leave a comment or whatever. So have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.